C'était donc les Simple Minds sur la scène du château Angers. La soirée spéciale Summer of the 80s se poursuit avec un second concert, celui du groupe AHA. Et cet après-midi, j'ai eu l'occasion de m'entretenir avec eux. Nous allons écooter tout de suite ce qu'ils ont à nous dire. Voici Morten et Magne.
Hi, nice to meet you. There was in the 80s, first hit was Take On Me. We still remember that one. You still play it on stage?
Yeah, we have to. In a way, I think people come to concerts to hear songs they've already listened to on the radio or on records. And we have made tours in the past where we played a lot of new material. And I think to a certain degree you keep torturing people a little because everyone's waiting for songs they know. And so you have a kind of a contract with the audience that you have to play a certain amount of songs from the past. And there's like 5 or 6 songs that I think would be very strange if we did a concert without. Take On Me is one of those, and we just try to find new, interesting ways of doing it for ourselves.
Is it easy to sing them 20 years after you sung them before?
Ah, they're easy. Yeah.
They're really easy, they're so high.
Have you tried? It's very much in the attitude.
And that makes it easy?
Now, any great singing is not so much, it's more important that it gets to you emotionally. So if something sounds really beautiful and fantastic and operatic or whatever, again, it's all about performance, which doesn't necessarily have to come from that. Take Leonard Cohen, for instance, or Bob Dylan, or there are so many singers that get under your skin and that give you a great experience that don't necessarily have or really don't have
But they are not pretty good singers, aren't they? Leonard Cohen,
well,
Dylan.
they're very good singers.
You think so?
They're good performers. They're good at delivering something.
And the three of you, are you still friends? Do you go out for dinner, or is it just with the music?
Well, we're not. Depending on who you ask, you can choose between yes, we're still friends, no, we've never been friends, or yes, it's only the music, or yes, it's so much more, but the music is part of it. And all things would be slightly correct and slightly wrong. We have a joint fate that's called AHA, and we are in it, and we live outside it. And we struggle with it, and we celebrate it, but all on different levels. So as a band, I think a band's like a sociological experiment. To be
Sometimes
together,
excrement.
To work with your kind of childhood friends is not a lot of people do this, so it's quite special.
So you know that you influenced a whole lot of new bands with your music, with your sound you created in the 80s. Do you know any of these bands? Do you have contact with new bands?
Yeah, I mean, we meet people all the time and see them socially. Coldplay has been very generous with their kind of support of AHA from a very early, when we weren't really having success, or they were sort of at the time when it wasn't cool to mention AHA. They championed the band. They played our songs in concerts, and they're great friends today. And the same with people like Key. And you meet all this kind of and some surprises, like talking to people like Noel Gallagher from Oasis and realizing that he thought his favorite single was Train of Thought, and that means like, okay, so you've made an impression along the way, and this gives you a feeling of having done something of value, not just added, to fading posters, but added real musical legacy that inspired people.
Ja, vielen Dank. Das waren Morten und Magne von AHA.
C'était Morten et Magne du groupe AHA que nous allons maintenant voir sur scène. Voici donc la suite de notre soirée spéciale 80s sur Arte avec le second groupe AHA.